Well, good morning from Cairns. We're leaving today for Fitzroy Island. That's the plan, but we'll see how things work out, because our plans, as I said, are always fairly liquid. But the cruise boat stayed in last night again. It's unusual for a cruise boat, but anyway, that's what's happened, and maybe they just couldn't fill all the passengers' needs with regards to local tours and things. They're working fairly busy. Anyway, the weather today is forecast southeasterly 15 to 20, which is on the top limit of our comfortable cruising. Wind speeds will be in the lee of that mainland over there most of the day, and it's only a 2-hour run, so we're going to put up with it. Make some, we're heading back towards Airlie Beach, but it'll be back by about the 15th, so today's the 31st of May. High tide. Rightio, well, we're leaving Cairns, Cookie. Let's get the show on the road. Let me see. Engine battery on, bow thruster.
Just let me finish my coffee and we can do the ropes.
Yeah, I'm just warming the engine up, sweetheart. Chart plotter, VHF,
Upstairs.
flybridge electronics. Ignition. Alright, warm up, Mr. Cummings.
Thunderbirds are going.
That's right. Not a lot more to do now, but just let it warm up. What I will do is put the other GoPro on. I've got it mounted on the front of the boat to get some candid shots of us leaving the marina. On the GoPro quick app. GoPro 08. Make some bread, yummo. Made some, Polly made some yogurt last night, which is nice. Connected. We'll go movie. So we can take a picture of us leaving the, well, pretty much. Righto, now all we've got to do is throw the lines and we're away, so I'll get back to you very shortly. Well, we're finally coming up to Fitzroy Island. We've had a good metre plus of swell we've been punching into pretty much all the way, which has made conditions not totally uncomfortable, but certainly we'd rather be cruising in better conditions than this. The bow of the boat's been going up and down about a metre from time to time. But we're handling it quite okay. It has slowed us down a fair bit. For a while there we were in the high 4 knots. Well, I've upped the revs a little bit to about 1600, 1700, and we're up around 5.3 at the moment. But coming in to pick up a mooring very shortly at Fitzroy Island, and we'll spend hopefully a couple of more comfortable nights in there. Certainly not comfortable in this. I think we'll be changing our plans to leave it fairly early in the morning with conditions like this in the future. Oh, here comes the... Well, we're hooked up onto a marine park mooring at Fitzroy, and it's actually quite pleasant in here. It was a pretty ordinary run over here with 30 knots of breeze. 36 I think was the highest I saw on the wind gauge.
2 metre swell, that was pleasant.
At times, yes, there was every bit of 2 metre swell. Okay. Cookie got airborne when we fell down a wave. She was a little bit stressed out, Cookie, but now she's good. She's out sniffing around. And there's the beach. They call it the nudie beach, I don't know why. Maybe it was in its day, certainly not today. But it is the middle of winter. Ah, lovely spot. We'll be a couple of days here, no doubt.
And heading off into Fitzroy Island to have a coffee or a tea and a cake, perhaps. We probably should go for a walk, but you know, first things first, we have to do a recce. It's an absolutely gorgeous day. Bit of swell rolling through, but it's kind of nice. It wasn't kind of nice at 3 o'clock this morning when the mooring ball decided to bash against the hull, but you know, take the good with the bad. It's a beautiful spot. Little snorkels out there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I hope you careful don't run over anyone.
Why is that upside down? Oh, I don't know. The resort rooms. Just ran into some people from Cairns that we saw walking down the street day before yesterday. They came over day before yesterday. We saw some light shining through the bushes down here last night, so we're going to have a bit of a look down there to see what's there. That was a beautiful lunch. Fish and chips, cold beer, Coke, beautiful surroundings. Going on a bit of a walk, but no idea where we're going, but we're going on a walk.
Tracks come off here.
Let's have a look at the sign.
Oh, there's steps.
Oh, it's a fair way. That's where we came in and all the mackerel were.
Yeah.
Large slippery boulders. Oh dear.
We have to come up here.
There's some people. They've got clothes on. Oh, okay. Hello. Give way to the old people.
Oh, thank you.
She's having a rest. She's puffed out. Don't exaggerate. Oh. Oh, more people. Hello. Come on up.
We didn't realize the beach is going to be that far.
How far is it?
It's a bit far, like
Okay.
that. Like whatever, halfway now, I guess.
Oh, right. Oh, that's not too bad. Yeah.
And we went there, and the water was like straight, deep,
Really?
very cold.
Yeah.
We couldn't do anything.
Oh,
So now we are going back over there.
oh, I might turn around.
Good lunch then.
Yeah. Oh, well, now's our opportunity to turn around, I suppose. I can see the water.
It's a long way down. Very good idea. Oh, right here. You can bring the boat around.
I'll swim back and get it. It'd have to be easier.
Pay people to look back. Or they can pay us.
That's a better idea. Can't see it.
Really?
Oh, it'd be further round. Oh, you just see it through there.
Oh, I don't understand.
And down the stairs.
Glasses are off.
Oh, I can see a beach.
I can see the fact that I probably should have brought some bathers.
Well, we didn't bring a towel either.
Sure, I did dry.
Well, not a bad little beach.
Oh my goodness.
That's pretty cool. Oh, hey, buddy. There's a few people on it.
It's a busy little beach.
Oh, sorry, mate. That's a nice walk. People going back. There's got to be 50 odd people here. Oh, what have we got there? Some cordial? You can, but you'll be very wet. All right. A lot of people snorkeling. Well, he's found a pet rock. So, this is where we are now at the jetty. There's the jetty. Doing some navigation. That's where we went to the nudie beach. And we're not going to do this walk because we spoke to some people and they said it was a really hard walk. So I'll send the drone up, I think. See if we can't get blown away. Not a bad little spot though, I must say. Lots of families here and it seems to be pretty reasonably priced. $225 a night, I think it was, for a double room. And I bought a beer and a Coke, and it was $12.50, which I thought was quite reasonable. And it was a Bolter beer, so it was wasn't a generic brand. It was a, how would say, a boutique beer, which was nice. Oh, hello. We saw you in Cairns yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Did your suitcase make it?
Yeah, no, they did. Yeah, the second one.
Looked like it had a wobbly wheel on it. So we've just come out of the campground at Fitzroy. Oh, there's a good thong. Why is it only the left-hand side, left-footed ones you ever find? There's Turtle. I'm going to walk back to the dinghy along the beach. Look at all the rock.
Fossils. Amazing, isn't it?
Coral rock.
Well, technically they're all fossils, aren't they?
I suppose. It must be
Okay, somebody answer that question for me. Are they all fossils in there?
coral in sandstone. Good little walk. Should go down to Nudie Beach and see if anyone wants to pay for a lift back.
I reckon we could make some big bucks doing that.
MV Turtle.
Okay, that's done its 2 minutes on heat. It's just going to cool down for 8 seconds, and then I'm going to add in 100 grams of yogurt. So it's called sour yo bread, so the yogurt kind of gives it a bit of a flavour. So 100-ish grams, because being out on the water, it's almost impossible to get a good read, even though I've got a set of now analog scales. Still not perfect, but hey. Right, that on 10 seconds now, speed 5, to get that all nice and mixed up. Don't wash the bowl. 450 grams of flour. As I said, rough, because God knows who knows perfect measurements. 450-ish. 450 grams of flour. Salt goes in here now. So there goes the flour into our nice little mix. Really is the best and easiest bread recipe. About a teaspoon or so of salt. Again, measured really carefully. As you can see, teaspoon of salt. Lid on, and knead for 5 minutes. So 5 minutes there, and of course the Thermomix has decided it wants to poo itself. 5 minutes. Dough, don't walk away from the machine because they tend to walk off. Nothing nicer than the smell of fresh yeasty bread. Onto the mat. No kneading, just giving a bit of a fold around. Turn it over in all its flour glory. And then it's going downstairs into its resting spot for the next hour or so to rise. So it goes in here on the bed because there's no air circulation in here, and I just sit it there and hopefully it'll do its thing. I lost the flour. Oh, there it is. So it's done a rise, and it's actually looking really bloody good. So all I'm going to do is pull it together a bit, give it a bit of a oomph. There's not much you can do that's better than that bread the way it is now. So flour my tin. Basically just fill that up with flour. I will give that a bit of a knead, or a bit of a roll actually. Just pat it out and a roll and fold. So we get a relatively smooth bread, and then plonk it in the tin, oh so gently, smush it out a bit, and unlike the original recipe, I'm going to put that in for a second rise because I'm old-fashioned and that's just what we do. So that's now in there. I'll just wrap it up again in that silicone and throw her back on the bed for another half an hour or so, and then I'll come back to you and we'll slash it and pop her in the oven. It's a very uneven loaf.
Unfortunately, yeah, you do the...
Unfortunately, I somehow managed to turn the camera off, around, or do something weird with it. But anyway, it's in the oven. It goes into a cold oven. It's been slashed, formed into the tin, given a rise. I missed all that on the video somehow. So what I did after it came out and I beat it down, I put it in the tin, let it rise again for another half an hour or so, brought it out, slashed it, put it into a cold oven, and it will go at 220 for about 35 minutes or so until it's cooked. Currently, however, it looks like it could take out the top of the oven, but should be good. Better than my camera skills, that much I can guarantee.
Its belly's growing as fast as ours.
Yes, it's about to hit the roof.
Okay.
Okay, I'm climbing up onto my ladder. Gina, you'll appreciate that. Bread is coming out of the oven. I've got John filming this because clearly my effort going into the oven wasn't real good. We're a bit browner on top because it actually hit the top of the oven. I've got a tiny mini little oven which is brilliant, but that was on the bottom shelf and it still hit the top, so clearly
The bread's too big or the oven's
Perfect.
too small?
we need to get a proper oven, I've decided,
I hope you.
along with a proper stove. Really happy with that. If I can find my
Naughty
naughty bread, I'll slap it. I will find my rack. No comments, thank you John. And hot bread, put it up there. All in all, pretty happy with it. Uneven rise, but hey, you get that. Yeah, it smells wonderful. I'm going to cut it in a minute and
Get the butter ready.
get the butter ready and have some Vegemite.
Sounds good.
Thanks guys.